we do what we do becomes more and more important. And that's for every guy here. We got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
Alabama is back as the champion.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Hey, we're doing the preview prediction. Any given Saturday is what I titled it because at this point everybody can lose any given Saturday. A lot of good games this week, a lot of good games last week. We're gonna talk about it all today. SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12. And I'm gonna tell y'all today. Today is gonna be me basically talking this as if we was on the porch. I did some research to this stuff, but I'm just going off a straight feeling today. Alabama got a bye week, so hey, I'm finna have fun with it today. And I want to say, roll tide to everybody in the chat. Spencer, salute. Y'all put on a good show last night, too.
Yeah, had a hell of a show last night. Him and William killed it, man.
Yes, shed a light. I ain't seen you in a while. What's up? What's going on? Darius Spencer, what's going on? And y'all hit that like button for me. Greg, Hank, what's happening? Kirby Smart Jr. What he said, there's nothing finer in the land. Obnoxious Georgia fan. Y'all finna roll them Florida Gators this week, man. Y'all finna roll them Florida Gators this week. But we finna get into it, man. Van, how you been doing, man?
No complaints, man. Just, been a little sick here and there. Just starting to get my voice back a little bit. But, hey, life goes on, How you been?
I've been good, man. Tuesday already finna be Wednesday. Hey, I like it. Halloween Thursday. We're gonna be trick-or-treating Thursday. Get some sneakers and Reese's cups. Let's go.
Yep, time for that dad tax. I'm charging like 35% this year.
Hey, we talked about it. We talked about it that dad tax. Then we got to get the poison ones off the top. Like I said,
yeah. It's not an easy job, but somebody got to do it, Especially if it's a Reese's cup or a Snickers or a Twix, you really got to watch out for them. So I'll be having to taste them, make sure everything's good.
And sometimes I doubt myself after they go to bed, and I go back in the bag just to make sure.
Hey man, once I go to bed, all bets are off. I just tell you right now.
I told you I'm not. At that point, I'm stealing.
Yep, I ain't scared to admit it because they probably won't see this episode, so they ain't gonna know what happens.
Hey, but I'm about to bring my man in, my man Chris, LSU fan. Hey, you remember last week you told us that 12th man shit ain't real?
Yep.
Well, I'm about to ask him if he's real now. Is 12th man real, Chris?
Hey, his credit though, he did pick Texas A&M.
Oh, most definitely he did.
Yep.
Man, go to hell, Nick Saban.
Hey, I'll root for LSU though.
I was too, man. Hey, I got a quick question. I don't want to derail the show this early.
No, we're cool.
If Texas A&M keeps it a clip here and they keep winning like this, how about a first-year coach? Is it Elko? Is that his name?
Mike Elko. Yeah, Mike Elko.
He's got a chance to go to SEC championship. That's something Lane Kiffin hadn't done as a head coach. That's something Hugh Freeze hadn't done as a head coach. I mean, you think about that in the first year. Like, that's big. Like, they really got a chance to do something special here.
Yeah. Now, we can talk about it.
Hey, we lost to Vandy. Don't forget that, LA Chris. We lost to Vandy.
Hey, I didn't hear shit from you when y'all lost from Vandy. I ain't never Tennessee. But it's convenient for you. Every time we lose, you want to bring it up.
Well, you couldn't have heard me. You couldn't have heard me because I'd have been crying too much. Blubbering and shit.
You better be lucky I'm a good sport, dog.
Hey, I will say, we was watching that game. Me and my son watching that game like it was an official visit. Then it really became, which D line do I want to go to? Which, because when I watch football now, it's hard for me to watch it the same because I'm stuck in the trenches.
Yep.
I'm stuck in the
Yep.
trenches now. And
That's
that
what I watched the most.
performance by both of them, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. I told my son, I said, we got another offer on the table. He was like, oh, I said, Texas A&M. D-line looking nasty.
It wasn't that, man. It's just like I said, bro. It was a total different ball game in the second half, man.
It really was.
It really was.
It was a total different ball game in the second half. I mean, once Mike Elko made that transition to Marcel Reed, it was over with. And then they were running this fucking elementary fucking offense, the zone read.
Hey, trust me, we know all about it. Vandy busted out their cheeks with a damn elementary offense.
This was a junior high off. What the fuck was not translating? I'm still flabbergasted, bro. Behind that, I'm like, they're running at best. They're running a triple option. What is it so hard for them not to stop? But credit to A&M. Marcel Reed came in there, did what he needed to do, completed 100% of his passes, which were fucking two, and he ran that bitch down our throats. Pause. So I mean, yeah, I'm still trying to collect my thoughts after that game. Like it was otherworldly watching our fucking D line just being pushed around like that in the second half. When we were stopping them, we were complete dominating, and this is what Brian Kelly's talking about. When we have them down, we got to finish them. When we have them down, because to be honest with you, that game was supposed to be 27-7 going into the half. We left a lot of points on the fucking board, man. Nuss, his inability to cash in the red zone when he gets in on the other side of the 40, he just, I don't know if it's a mental thing or is it, I don't know, is he seeing something that we're not seeing, or was Mike Elko giving him different looks? Was the cornerback baiting him? Was the boundary guy baiting him? I don't know, because in the second half, that's what it seemed. It was a total mental breakdown of a up-and-coming star. 5 interceptions in 2 games. Nuss has to be better. He can't make these silly, immature mistakes. He's a 4-year guy. We cannot afford to do that, especially with Alabama coming into Death Valley. And if we're having a fucking problem with covering Marcel Reed, there's a running back in Alabama, Calmiro, that we're not gonna fucking be able to stop. So if we're having a problem with stopping him, then just imagine the scheme that Caleb DeBoer is coming with. So I'm still flabbergasted, guys.
Hey, trust me. I was upset when Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like Alabama should never lose to Vanderbilt. But when we lost to Tennessee the way we did, just leaving points on the field in the first half and shit like that one hurt me. That game hurt me more than the Vandy game, because you could see we were never out of the damn ball game. Where Vandy just kept scoring on us and scoring. We were just trying to keep up with them. We couldn't slow them down and stop them. The defense was actually coming up with turnovers, and Tennessee was missing big throws in the first half, and we left points after points after points on the field. And damn, it was hard to watch that shit. Those kind of losses hurt the worst, man.
Because to be honest with you, if Connor Wagman would have still been in that game, we would have blew them out.
That's fair. I believe that.
You felt the stadium, the life going out of that stadium, because all it would have took for one more touchdown, and you would have seen people start leaving. But like I said, credit to Mike Elko. He went with his gut, his heart, and he bought a guy in that Jaden Daniels us. He Jaden Daniels us. And this is what Blake Baker has been struggling with. Jaden Daniels last year, when we played them in Missouri, Jaden ran all over his ass. Okay. South Alabama quarterback ran all over our ass. And it's starting to become a trend. How long is it where we're going to be saying, hey, this guy we can't cover mobile quarterbacks? Blake Baker, do you have a problem with cover? What are we not doing? This is a simple zone read from Texas A&M. Why are we not stopping this shit? Were we getting prepared to see it? And I've been knowing about Marcel Reed since he was at South Carolina. That little shit he was at, but it was an ambush. No one seen that come. Yeah, you're right, Tom Reed. It was definitely. It definitely came out of left field. I to be honest with you, I was comfortable. You know me, Nick Saban, me and you was texting. We were talking about how clean and pristine that the D line was playing. Mm-hmm. We can't afford to fucking make these mental errors in a fucking game. We just can't not afford to do that. Nuss has to stop being so skittish in the pocket and start taking off with that bitch.
Yep.
He has to. We got our fucking lunch 8 out there, completely dominated in the second half by a team that we were supposed to beat, by a team, dare I say, I think we're talented. I think we're more talented than them. I think we have the better, I think our quarterback who makes bonehead errors, and I think our wide receivers are better than them on paper. I know our wide receivers are better than their wide receivers. It's just, that goddamn number 5, he was causing so much disruption, bro. And he wanted smoke. He wanted smoke from the first beginning of the game before the tip-off. He was trying to fight Emory Jones. So it was, bro, we got fucked up, man. It's pardon my French, but we got dominated.
It is. They ain't really no other way to say it. I understand completely because I picked LSU to win the game. I really thought LSU talent-wise, and I still think LSU talent-wise is the better team. But I thought the momentum y'all had after the last few weeks, I really thought that would carry over in this game.
And on the high, and people, this is what Brian Kelly's talking about on the sideline. We're fucking celebrating as if the game is won.
Yeah.
When we have them fucking down, we have to finish him. We have to punish him. Complete domination. Never let up until the clock says 0. We're fucking parading around. We're taking breaks. We're not sprinting off on the field. We're not the same looks that we're not getting. Why the hell are we missing? Why are we doing one? I think we did 1 or 2 drag routes for Caleb Durham that fucking game. We're missing Xavier Thomas in the flat. What are we doing? Nuss. And I'm not taking my. I'm not the biggest fan of Nuss because of the pro style quarterback. I just feel as if that style of QB is just ineffective in college football as applied to the new ones. Everybody has a mobile quarterback, damn near in the SEC. So, but Nuss has to mature. He's a veteran player. He has to grow up, man. In one of these games, he has to say fuck this. He has to take over. And from what I've seen, he's not a comeback quarterback. He can't rally us back. He has to coast through these games. When we were down, to be honest with you, we were supposed to lose against South Carolina due to some poor officiating, which I'm going to say it. I'm an LSU fan, but I'm objective. I'm not a fanboy. South Carolina was supposed to beat our ass that game. If Lenore Sellers wasn't out, they were going to dominate us. So, man, it's a couple of mental errors that we have to clean up. Defense has to come together, galvanize, and be able to stop a mobile quarterback, because if not, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long fucking night come November, second week of November when we play Alabama. And Miro, we have to find a way to stop Miro.
Well, don't take this personal, man, because, you all right with me, but I hope y'all have a long night. I hope we beat the brakes off of you. But realistically, y'all are a good football team. It just like the title of the show today, Any Given Saturday. Things like we've talked about it several weeks on here. Texas A&M moves through their head coach, man. Like, they've taken his mentality. They got a hard hat mentality. They go to work, and like they start building in the first quarter, and you just see the momentum, and it's almost a snowball effect by the fourth quarter, man. And they move through that coach, and he's doing a hell of a job for Texas A&M. And that Texas game is looking super nice right now. Like, that Texas A&M game, the hype behind that. First of all, they ain't played in a long time. That's an old rivalry.
First time they're going to be playing in, 15, 16 years since they took
I believe that's correct. So you take that into effect, and the fact that both teams got, one loss right now, and A&M's got no losses in the SEC. So, man, that game's going to be big. Nobody's seen that game being as big as it's going to be at the beginning of the year right now.
Yeah, I mean, I got Texas A&M with the upset, but is it really going to be an upset though? If they continue dominating the way they're fucking dominating,
tell me something ain't missing with Texas right now. Something's off with Texas.
Georgia did something to Texas, man. Georgia, I don't know what they did, but Georgia did something to Texas. Vanderbilt 27-24. Vanderbilt ain't playing. Vanderbilt was finna expose them some more. They was about to do it.
Yep.
I ain't talking bad about like Vandy. Y'all, Vandy is Vandy. Vandy legit this year, man.
Yes,
they legit
football. Playing good football.
Facts.
But
we got to play them bitches. And I'm nervous. And I am nervous.
You should be. I tell you right now, you should be.
Am nervous. We cannot.
I turned around and the game was over, and I remember texting NSJ over here, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, I would never,
like that game felt like it was 15 minutes long to me. Like it was just like boom, 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 done. What the hell just happened here? So
I never in my whole life thought I would be saying, man, I don't know about this Vandy game, man. I got a bad feeling. I've never in my life thought about this.
Yeah, man. I used to try to schedule home repairs and shit around the Vanderbilt game. You know, I'll pop in and out and watch it and be like, all right, you know, we kind of look at shit, but we can win. But
it's treated like a bye week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's when you start making your trip to Lowe's and shit. You know, you got to paint the house and shit. Not no more. Hey, the SEC is just getting tougher and tougher, and that's without bringing Oklahoma and Tech. And I know Oklahoma ain't looking great right now, but they will come back. They will be great again in a few years. Oklahoma don't stay down long. I mean, in my lifetime, they've been consistently pretty damn good.
I think it's kind of like when Texas A&M came in, they wasn't quite prepared to play big boy football, and then they adjusted within the next couple of years.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Mizzou was already prepared, but you got to think the climate of the SEC then. Tennessee was down.
Yep.
South Carolina was down.
Florida wasn't Florida no more. Like they were still good, but they weren't Florida that they had been 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. So Missouri came in. I think they made a proper transition, and you know they went to a couple of SEC championships. But I think
Kevin Summerlin. Wasn't that his name? The head coach at Texas A&M.
Kevin Summerlin.
Where's he at nowadays, man? I always thought he was a pretty good coach.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they said he couldn't win a big one. And I'm like, he has the same amount. He has the same amount of wins as Jimbo or some shit like that.
Actually, I think he was a 1 or 2 ahead of Jimbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hindsight. You know, you hire him after Florida State was starting to trend downwards. He left that place a dumpster fire. I really don't know what they seen to throw $100 million.
So right before we fired Les Miles, Jimbo was supposed to come there. I want to say in 2016. It was right before they were preparing for this bowl game.
I remember that conversation.
Yeah, because Jimbo was never supposed to leave. He was, because our 2003 championship, Jimbo was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
right. He was there 1 year with Miles, and him and Miles didn't quite see eye to eye, and he left to go to be the head coach of Florida State, but. Yeah, Jimbo was supposed to be LSU coach, and I believe under Jimbo those first years we would have done fine. I believe we would have won a couple of championships with Jimbo, because he was there already. But I think the game passed Jimbo by. I think his philosophy.
That's very possible. That's very possible. It's some guys to me just aren't head coaches. Like some guys can go to a program that's a couple steps away. And they'll bring something dynamic and they'll do something for a couple years. And then when they have to continuously build it, they don't have the capability. Like some guys are just better coordinators than they are coaches. Like Kirby made the switch. He went from defensive coordinator, one of the best, and became a head coach, put the work in. And now he's got Georgia's top 5 team every year, But some guys, like I look at Lincoln Riley, I use him a lot as a reference. He can win. He can get a quarterback to win a Heisman. But what do they do? What did they do at Oklahoma? What did they do at USC? In fact, you could say they're starting to get worse every year at USC since he's been there. And I'm like, he's a brilliant offensive coordinator, but he's also a guy in the fourth quarter that will cost you a game because his play calling, he wants to go out and try to score in 6 plays instead of, kind of eating some clock up, time management, helped the defense out a little bit, and he cost them a lot of wins with his play calling. So guys like him, I look at a little funny, and I'm like, brilliant, but he would have been a good one to work under Saban for a while and learn how to head coach.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I think the problem with Lincoln Riley is he's so brilliant. It's a detriment to itself. He has that Sean Payton disease.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. Yeah,
he wants to fucking show you how the biggest dick on the field.
Yep.
And he wants to fucking, he wants to show you I can fucking score this motherfucker in 30 seconds, and there's nothing you can do about it. But he's not understanding time management. He's not looking at the bigger picture. And that's the same way with Sean Payton, his early years and at the Saints with the dynamic offense he used to have. It was, I think time management. I think he didn't really understand the concept of really winning. He just wanted to score points. And I think that's what that's the same thing that Lane Kiffin is suffering under.
And I'll say the same thing for our head coach right now. Like, he's taking some lumps this year, but he's learning. Like, he's won and had success at so many different levels. And, like, he's come here and he's had a little bit of adversity, but he'll learn from that. Like, I got faith in the guy. I think I still think we got a good head coach, Our mind may change in 3 or 4 years, but for right now, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what we got. I mean, we took some hard losses, but let's say miraculously Alabama goes 10-2 this year. Well, hell, that's pretty good under a first-year coach. You know what I'm saying?
When Saban came there, he won 7 games?
Yeah. Which it's hard for me to make the same comparison because
Saban was
a lot more bare. Yeah, like he was handing a lot of it was a little different transition, but at the same time, like there was seems like a lot of turmoil on the team at times, and like a lot of guys transitioned out and went other places, and he had to try to fill spots in a hurry. His offensive coordinator stayed like a week and a half, and he had to replace him. Didn't even see him on the field. Like, he had a lot of things go on too, and I mean, he's walking in the shadow of probably the greatest coach of all time. So, I try to look at things like that before I just dismiss the guy.
One of the things I had a discussion with today with a dude at work. He a big time Bama fan. His brother-in-law actually worked with UNC with North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of work on the college level, whatever. And I told him, and he was like, it's people that were like, Saban should have kept it. The board should have kept it the same way as Saban. And Spencer made a comment last night. He told me, you got to get Saban, get that name out your mouth. And I agree with that. And I agree because it's like, okay, let's say I marry a lady, and she been married before. And all she talking about is we should have kept things the way my ex-husband kept it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, motherfucker, that shit didn't work, or it worked, whatever, but it didn't work for y'all. But and vice versa, what I'm saying is, what if you keep hearing that shit that's you a coach? You going to be ready to lead the fuck. Other words is, this dude got to put his own swagger, his old whatever to things, whatever.
Oh, my God, Nick Saban, that's seeming a bit personal.
I just want to use y'all for the
there, buddy.
And as Jay said, we ain't doing it his way, we're doing it my way.
I just didn't want to use one of y'all for the example. That's all.
I've been with the same girl since high school, so my wife would have been fine. Use me as an example. She knows better.
Yeah, I just want to use didn't want to use one of y'all for the example. Nah, definitely that ain't. God damn it, I'm leaving the stadium then. Shit.
But no, real talk, man. Like I heard Spencer and Williams show last night. It was damn good, and I love what he said about that. You gotta get Saban's name out. You must be a different guy. He runs things differently. He's won games in his own style, and we got to give him a chance to do it his way.
Exactly.
4 to 5 years from now, we may go, hey, he's not the best fit for Alabama. We'll make that adjustment then. But for right now, you got to be all in. You got to buy in with this guy. If you're the athletic director, if you're the players on the team, you got to be all in with him, because until you are, he's not going to get the most out of y'all, and you can't win the game if everybody ain't giving their best. So, yeah, I totally agree with that, man.
Let me ask y'all something real quick, and I ain't trying to cut your wisdom. Hypothetically, say that y'all win a game, right? But Nuss goes off and throw over 300 yards, right? And then you guys go into who you got after us?
Mercer.
All right. After that,
You can't discount nobody this year. You can't discount nobody.
So say altogether with that offense, between those 4 and 5 games, you guys get get between 700 and 1,500 yards thrown y'all in total offense. Do y'all you think your defensive coordinator stays, or are they going to replace him?
Damn good question. I'll be honest. At times, I would rather replace the offensive coordinator than the defensive coordinator. But I'm really not ready to fire nobody yet. But they might. I mean, you can't never tell. He may feel a lot of pressure this year if we got 3 or 4 losses at the end of the year and the defense don't look complete. He may try to make a move quick. I don't really know enough about the man.
Yeah, I was just saying because I know it's a couple of Alabama fans that's a bit disgruntled over the defense, and you just hear rumblings.
Rightfully so. I mean, I understand it. I understand being disgruntled. I don't try to tell nobody how to think. Like, I'm trying to be optimistic, but at the same time, people that's pissed off, I got a right to be pissed off.
I don't think, to me, when I look at Alabama, I don't really think it's an offensive problem. I just think the scheme that y'all running.
Oh yeah, the scheme. I feel like we don't use Milrow the right way.
I do see problems with your defense.
But I'll put some blame on Milrow too. Like, you've got to learn to read the field a little bit better. And I know it's easier said than done when you got 2.5, 3 seconds to throw the damn ball, but that's the position you play, man.
And it seems as if he's had a behavior change. Like, I don't understand with this.
He don't like the same cat on the sidelines.
I'm waiting in this pocket shit. Where's the Milrow that takes off? Fuck it. If it's not there, you're not a pocket passer, bro.
No, he is not.
You are a first read guy. If it's not there, you taking off with this motherfucker.
Truthfully, go back and watch the Ravens, not this fucking week because we did something we shouldn't have done. But go back and watch the Ravens the last 3 weeks when they kept Lamar throwing the ball 20 to 30 times somewhere in there and pounded the rock. And they didn't put too much on Lamar and let him play his style of football. And the Ravens was just beating the piss out of everybody. And to me, that's what Milrow needs to do. Don't ask him to throw the ball 55 fucking times in a ball game. He's not that kind of quarterback. He's not Drew Brees, man. And he don't need to be. He's more athletic than Drew Brees could have ever dreamed of being. Use that shit. There's nothing wrong with being a mobile quarterback. That's where today's game has went for a reason. So use that shit.
That's the reason why I say Jalen Hurts is he's digressing at Philly. He's not fucking running the ball no more. We didn't bring you here to be fucking Tom Brady. We bought you here.
Hell no.
You was all right.
He's fucking sitting around trying to go through his progressions. What happened to the Jalen Hurts of Alabama? Just fuck it.
I miss it.
They're running they're running this.
These quarterbacks got to realize that's when there was success. That's when it was a lot. The success rate was high for them when they were just.
Now, let me ask you this. Do y'all think the offensive coordinator is getting in his ear trying to make him different? It's something I've always wondered. I'm not in the locker room, so I can't accuse the man of it. I don't know. But is somebody is in Milrow's ear? Maybe it's a scouting agent or something telling him, hey, if you want to go to the next level, you need to do something a certain way. Like, is there somebody in his ear trying to get him to be less?
No, I don't think so, because Anthony Richardson got fucking drafted based on fucking potential, and he never threw the ball.
I agree with that, but the Colts GM is the most inept motherfucker in the NFL. Because who in the hell would have drafted Anthony Richardson with a 5th pick and said, this is the guy that's going to turn us around immediately? He ain't that dude.
It was just
we seen him in college because we all watch a lot of college ball.
Yeah,
like there ain't a conference I don't see every week at least one game out of. We watched him, and yes, he's a rare specimen of an athlete. Anthony Richardson is. That motherfucker couldn't hit the broadside of a barn 50% of the time.
I tell y'all,
and you're like number 5.
It had to be potential.
The one game
he needed to sit behind somebody for a year or two. Yeah, honestly, he really did. Tell him your theory about Jalen Milrow, NSJ, because I thought that was brilliant.
Oh, I was saying this is what I said after the Tennessee game. And this just after the Tennessee game. I don't know where he headed after this, but after the Tennessee game, me and my dad was talking about it, and he was talking about Milrow because he loved Milrow. And I was saying, honestly, my honest opinion, the best thing for Milrow right now, and I was talking about after the Tennessee game, is to get drafted by the Ravens as a backup.
Yeah, sit behind the best mobile quarterback possibly we've ever seen with Lamar Jackson as far as arm talent and his ability to run. You sit behind a guy like that with all the athleticism in the world, and Milroe could really become something. I mean, people forget Patrick Mahomes sat behind what was his name? Alex Smith. He sit behind Alex Smith. Aaron Rodgers sit behind Brett Favre. Like, some of the guys that's had sustained success for a long time got to sit and play and watch people, man. Like, you know, we look at one guy that had a brilliant rookie year and goes on to have a pretty good career, and we think that's the standard, and it's not. That's an anomaly. Most guys need to sit a little bit and learn, because the transition from college to pro is a lot different.
I just want to add, Patrick Mahomes' last game, we beat the shit out of him in that ball game. I just want to that's a conversation. We whooped the fuck out of Texas Tech.
I thought you meant your Niners. I was gonna say,
Oh yeah, we got the business clear. We got that done.
Oh, man, y'all move on to some of these games, man.
Yeah, go for it, man. Because you know me, I'm gonna ramble and get us
Hey,
off.
that shit was good though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fire. It was fire. Let's talk about this Georgia-Florida game. Chris, I came on here and said, first thing I said, look, I'm talking as if we were sitting on the front porch talking junk to each other. Like, I'm going off a straight feeling, and I haven't seen enough of these guys, and I'm just really going off a feeling with these guys. Georgia and Florida. We know this is one of the biggest rivals in the SEC. I will say, for Georgia, what Georgia do we get? Because if we get that Texas Georgia, Florida got a goddamn problem. But
if we get a Florida, Tennessee, Florida with the defense, Georgia may have a fucking problem.
And that's why I was about to bring up as well.
Florida looks like a different team the last 3 weeks. Yes. They really do, man.
Yes.
With that being said, I still think Georgia beat the shit out of them. Like, it's just hard for me to pick against Georgia. It really is. Like, I know Tom Reed likes to call me a closet Dogs fan, but I just have to recognize real. And Kirby Smart got a hell of a program over there, and he's done a lot with it. So it's hard for me to pick against Georgia.
I think this game is good. I think this game gonna be filled with emotions because it's gonna be Trevor Etienne's back, playing his team, his former team, and I think that Florida's defense, is gonna show up. And I do predict Georgia winning. I think Georgia's gonna win by 10. I say Georgia. To me, I got Georgia winning 27-14. And those lines like that, but I don't think Florida's going to lay down. I think Florida's going to fight them tooth and nail that game. And I think DJ Lagway, I think he's going to probably throw 2 picks, but I also think he's going to have over 100 yards in rushing.
I can see that for sure.
I think he's going to go for the gusto. I think he's just going to revert back into his sure athleticism, and he's going to give that Georgia defense all that they want.
Draw it up in the dirt, play a little backyard football.
It's going to come down to Georgia's secondary. I think it's mostly going to come down to Georgia's front four, and those guys are ferocious. So, and
see what I was about to get at with DJ Latway. So what you just said, I'm going off 2 ways. If he throws 2 interceptions, that is not what he wants to do against Florida. But run, that is a way. So you gotta do some read option or something to
keep them alive. Keep them alive during the game. Yeah, keep them alive.
Yeah, that is true. I agree with that.
That's another quarterback that you don't ask him to do something he's not good at.
Yeah,
living by with what he does best.
And
I think Florida might draw first blood that game. Ooh. And I think Georgia's fucking defense is going to wear them down. So fucking and they're going to pull away in the 4th or late 3rd. But I do think Florida's going to be formidable to them. I don't think Florida's going to be a slouch.
Because when you look at Georgia, we see how they play Texas.
Mm-hmm.
We see how they play Texas, but I guarantee you a Georgia fan to say that ain't Georgia we seen all year. We seen the Georgia against a Mississippi State with, 3 tackles for loss and no sacks or some shit like that. This stat line was like wild for Georgia, but at the same time, we're seeing a Georgia that is getting fairly fucking healthy right now. And that defense is going to be hell. But the way Florida played Tennessee, too, like, God damn it, Florida, y'all really could have had that game, bro. Y'all really could have had it.
And I don't know who's worse out of Nussmeier and Carson Beck with these damn interceptions.
And see,
Nuss has 9. Carson Beck has what, like 8 for the season?
And
So,
see, that's another thing they can look at. Can Georgia really afford to have those same type of turnovers? Because what if they can capitalize off of it? What if Florida can capitalize off of it? That might be a momentum thing that I can't even remember what this game played at, man.
This game is played at. They're playing at they're playing in the swamp.
Ooh.
No, they're playing in Jacksonville. I think it's they moved
what they used to call the world's biggest cocktail party. I think
it's I think they're moving it.
I don't know why they changed the name of it. It was a class event, man. You see all the people out there getting drunk, getting rowdy. I mean, that's great. You know, that's the shit college football has that the NFL don't have. Stop taking shit away, man. Like, I get so tired of how they try to change the atmosphere and change how people are and change the rivalry, make it look polished. Man, fuck all that. This is the South, man. We do things a little different down here. You know, like, don't try to make this shit look like USC and UCLA with a parade of roses. Man, that's not what the hell we do around here. So, like, you got a bunch of drunk rednecks and folks up there just getting drunk and getting rowdy. Hell, let them do the thing, man. That atmosphere and environment's what makes you want to watch the games.
Hey,
Spencer asked a good question. He said, does Georgia cover? Because the spread's 16.5, Georgia on that.
I'm going with the cover, goddammit.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going with the cover.
I don't think so. I think Georgia. Like I said, I got Georgia.
About 10, you said?
Yeah, plus 10. I got them 10, beating them by 8.
I think first of all, shout out Stephen Hicks, my buddy. Good to see you again, brother.
I was about to bring him up. I gotta give a shout out to him because when I talk about my man, he loyal. That dude cartoon, that dude you were telling me about the other week. You know, he dropped Auburn videos as well. And
yeah.
Like he you know, one of the videos he was getting at KB. They got that. I be damn if Stephen Hicks went in they got that on chat, taking up for a Roll Tide Rise Up brought it to my attention and I wouldn't have found it. Stephen Hicks got that was over there, got that taking up with KB.
You can't beat Stephen Hicks, man. I've always enjoyed talking to him, man. But as far as the Georgia cover, I think they do. Like I just feel like Georgia's in a better place than they were at the beginning of the year. I think they're gearing up and getting ready towards the ACC championship and getting ready for the playoffs. I think they'll cover it myself. But, man, if they keep it close, like you said, it's going to be a hell of a game to watch, man.
You know what's so crazy, bro? Every fucking week, I'm like, bro, I think Georgia might go all the way. And this is just me just taking my emotion, shit I got out for everybody. I said, damn, bro. If once Carson Beck just really figure it out, the defense is there. The secondary is there. Carson Beck just has to grow up in one of these fucking games and just seize the moment. Like, I think they can go all the way, y'all.
Hey, so
I really think they can go all the way.
So I think so too. I think they may be the most
right now.
If Carson Beck plays the way people think he can, I think they're the most complete team.
As UGA is equipped right now, they will fucking punish Ohio State.
Yes.
Yeah, they would beat the doors off of Ohio State right
now. Right now, after what we've seen at the Texas, I don't think Oregon want that smoke neither.
I don't think they
want this. Listen, after that Texas game with Georgia did, I went to bed at halftime. When I woke up and seen the score, I just dropped my head. I'm like, oh shit. We feel him barking all goddamn season long, all year long now after this goddamn season. That's what it felt like. I said they're gonna be barking. People gonna come into you crawling, then you barking and shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was the OC of Georgia, you wouldn't know my name or the quarterback's name. Because if I had that stable running backs, I would run first, second, and third down. Sometimes fourth down. I would run and run and run.
We've seen how successful Beck can throw. Beck can throw this moment.
Yeah, he's got talent.
Beck had over 3,300 yards last year. He can throw it, and actually, I'm really, honestly, I'm upset that I think he has 1,900 yards right now. He's supposed to. Yeah, he's not even leading. I think Nussmeier's leading right now. But yeah, I don't know.
He lost his safety blankets though last year. Yeah, I don't think he's ever recovered from it.
Carson,
And speaking of throwing, that's the way I do see Florida too, because Latway got a good deep ball, and Georgia hasn't been the best in deep ball coverage. Humphreys and I can't even think of the other guy, but they haven't been the best in the deep ball coverage.
But see, they're good in playing quarters. They're good at playing quarters.
They are.
They can bait Lagway into some shit that he doesn't want to do. So that zone read won't be a issue for Georgia because they have the athletes to do it. They have the D-line, they have the linebackers to do it. It's just if does DJ Lagway puts his fucking head down and just say, fuck it, I'm pulling it. And they just gonna have to show me.
You're right. I agree.
Man, you've got me more excited for this ball game than I wanted to be, man. ESPN needs to hire you because I was looking over this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. You got me hyped up wanting to watch this game now.
I will be looking at this fucking game.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to look now because you've got me thinking about it a little bit.
And that is one of the things I did look up on. I said, this game better than what I think most people try to make it out to be. Then they made it out to be like, you know what I'm trying to say. It's a rivalry game, of course, but I believe this got the potential to be a real good game. Like always, this game is always a good game anyway. So.
What time is this game played? Is this game played? I think we're the what time is it? This is a night game, right?
2:30.
Oh
yeah.
Which be 1:30 Eastern, 2:30.
Why isn't this a fucking night game?
Yeah,
it should be. It should be. To me, Alabama, LSU should always be a night game. Florida and Georgia should always be a night game. Alabama, Tennessee should always be a night. Like your big man. Yes, night game. Yes, 100%, man.
But overall, man, I got Georgia. I pick them to cover. I think Trevor Etienne is gonna have a hellified game again, and I got down think them dogs on that defensive end gonna got down build reminiscences of 2021 again, like they was on against Texas after a bye week as well. Like shit, they're more different on defense, man. They're more defense different.
If their defense plays like that the rest of the year. Like, if they play like that the rest of the year in the SEC, they ain't nobody got no hope in the playoffs. I'm just telling you right now.
I mean, if Malachi Starks just do what Malachi Starks doing, I mean, what he has, like 27 solo tackles this year with 1 interception. If he does what he needs to do this game, Georgia should be fine. But we'll see, man. I don't think – I think Florida plays a little hard. I think the game has more of an emotional – sentiment to it with Trevor Etienne playing Florida again. I think there's some bad blood in the air.
So move right along.
Well, I do got Georgia winning. Yeah, I do. Winning.
Move right along. South Carolina and Texas A&M. We talk about A&M.
This is the same, bro. They are the same type of team. They are the same type of fucking team. Now that Mike Elko know he has a stud, and Lenore Sellers is not a fucking slouch. Yeah. I can attest to that, and Alabama can attest to that.
When they lose, he does it to himself. When they lose, he does it to himself.
I'm gonna hate to see that guy his junior year at South Carolina.
Damn, Tom Reed said South Carolina put money on it. He calling the upset right now.
Upset? Hey, that's a game I'm gonna be tuned into.
South Carolina's one of them teams, man. They look like a top 15 team one week, and the next week look like a damn basement dweller in the SEC. Like they have, they're so hard to play against, and they're so hard to pick. Like because some weeks, man, they look
superstars on that squad. It's just they play very well together. They have a nice D line. They have a decent secondary. It's both teams. And then South Carolina has a bunch of fifth-year guys on the team. Well, with continuity, I forgot that on there. They are really good, man. So
the spread on this ain't much either. A&M 2.5.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game. This is another
game I'm gonna be stuck in the trenches on. There's another game I'm stuck in the trenches on.
Hey, them South Carolina defensive ends are fun to watch, man.
Here's the thing: has Marcel Reed been named the starter, or that was just some
And see, that's the question. That was my next question.
Let me look.
A&M found the QB1. If they're smart, this offense works
better. They have to be stupid.
Yes, offense works better up in there. Oh my God.
Yeah, Connor Wagman is horrible.
And I said that early on in the season that I think when they played Florida, maybe I said Marcel Reed, that guy is the best suited for this offense to run with Mike Echo want to do, but as far as taking shots downfield, yeah, Connor Wiggum is the guy, but no, I think after LSU last week, he gotta be QB1 now, man.
When I click on Texas A&M on ESPN, the first thing it says is, how will number 10 Texas A&M utilize both quarterbacks? And I'm like, are they talking about doing that?
They're going to use that 2 quarterback system shit?
Yeah, that rarely ever works, man.
That shouldn't even be a thing after last week, bro.
Mm-hmm. I think this guy rightfully deserves it. He may not be a throw, but you got to look at the coaching. It's only so much fucking running you can do.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to air it out. He's gonna have to eventually slam.
South Carolina got a team that can start the run too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's gonna have to prove he can throw it. He's not.
They might have the best collection of defensive ends in the country.
Yeah, they're gonna have to stack in the box, and the only reason they caught us off guard with that zone read shit, I just think that game just went to shit with the LSU game. I think if we had to play them again, granted, knowing who we know, I think we can kind of tweak that game out. But so I don't know, man. I don't know. They may perhaps use that dual quarterback system.
Hard to pull off though. I've seen it done.
If anybody can do it, I think Shane Beamer can do it. He's he's like a little boy wonder kind of guy too. So
if Lenore Sellers, man, if he don't kick himself in the ass, they got a goddamn chance. Because he the one that, to me, when they lose it's his mistakes, man. It's his mistakes.
Just imagine that guy, a true freshman, coming in Bama, beating Bama. Bro, like this guy was that close from beating y'all.
Don't remind me.
Man.
Don't remind me.
True freshman.
It was a rough couple of weeks there, man.
I'm gonna hate to see him in year 3.
Who that? Lenore Sellers?
Yeah, I'm hate to see
him.
No,
he's not a true freshman. He was there last.
I think he's a red shirt freshman.
Okay, all right. So yeah, the way they
still though, shit.
Oh, so yeah, he's a red shirt freshman.
Yeah, cause I remember him last year in the spring game. The season before that spring game, he had
okay.
Man, I seen a bunch of shit too last week where people were talking about South Carolina need to fire their head coach, and I'm like, and hire who? Who you gonna hire?
We talked about that. We always talk about that shit too, Van. Like they be talking about firing these coaches, but really, as a program, what the hell are your expectations and what the hell are you gonna go get? You think
you got a quarterback? You got a quarterback.
Somebody?
Yeah, and you've got a quarterback that's that young that could be there a while with this head coach. You've got some young key defensive players. Like they've got some monsters on defense. Like if they were to do something crazy in the transfer portal, they may come around next year and be a top 5 SEC team. Like they're not far from it now. Like they've got some key pieces. They just need the rest of the team to kind of go with it. And like in the way college football is designed, you're a year away now. There's ways to get talent to your school instantly if you can make it work. So yeah, I think that's crazy. I think we could have a hell of a game here.
Yeah. Hey, though, I'll be like, man, when you like, it feels like when you coming into these weeks, you be like, I ain't really not going on. Then you start looking at this shit, you be like, hold on.
You got to look deeper than the surface.
I haven't checked. Let me look at these fucking games.
What's up?
Okay, Arkansas, Ole Miss.
That's my next one too.
That one's interesting to me.
Yeah,
that's another one that's interesting to me.
I smell an upset.
Oh
shit!
Don't give too much away yet. We ain't got to that one.
Kentucky and Tennessee. Man, that's gonna be a good one. I don't know. Kentucky has some shit to say about Tennessee. Damn. You know, that's like a horrible rivalry up there.
Yeah. Boy, that Tennessee's got 16.5 point favorite right now.
Seriously, with that horrible ass offense they got?
Yep.
Jeez. Okay. You know,
Actually,
that I don't.
Chris don't mess with Tennessee. Chris don't mess with Tennessee, do you? You don't mess with Tennessee at all. Dude.
I just don't see. I just don't believe in the Nico kid. I am not a believer in him. He has yet to show me he's worth all the money they gave him. That fucking guy, Brew McCoy, Squirrel Wright, all them other guys up there. It's just I just don't believe in Tennessee like that. Yes, I know the scheme that Bobby is fucking running, and you know. I mean, but yeah, I'm not a firm believer of him.
I don't know, man. Kentucky been disappointment the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
man.
but I'm going for Kentucky. Kentucky with the upset.
Oh, so they're gonna bounce back. Cause Kentucky is one of them teams that they be up, down, up, down, up, down.
Oh yeah, they're never consistent through 12 games.
Yeah, Mark Stoops earned his keep. I think Mark Stoops earned his keep.
He did.
Well, if they want to turn their season around, that'd be a nice way to do it right there. Get them to what, 4-5 at that point, and then you beat a top 10 team.
They have the defense, just fucking Brock Vandegrift. I
think their defense is built to slow down Tennessee's run game, and that's what their offense moves through is their run game. Like, you know, once Sampson gets going, Tennessee starts going. So if they can slow him down, stop him, like, I don't know, like I could make this interesting, man. I just don't know what they can do offensively because, like, Kentucky's looked like drizzling shits all year on offense.
This is just.
Hey, I don't know, man. Damn Tennessee, but I like them in this game, man.
The best thing about Tennessee they got going on right now is a guy that's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They're running back, Sampson.
I knew.
Best thing they got going on up there for him.
I don't disagree. He's played a hell of a season so far.
That's the best thing they got going. Hey, that's the best thing Texas A&M got going on for them. They're running back, Le'Veon Moss. He's from
that boy bad.
That's the best.
That boy bad.
That's the best.
That boy not the Jackson bad.
Maybe we can convince these guys to hit the portal and come back to come there.
Hey, that'd be a crazy thing. All the Louisiana kids just be like, "Hey, man, we going to LSU, but we're going to our dream school, bro. Let's go."
These guys wasn't high radar guys. They just was. Fuck, I don't know how these guys snuck through the cracks.
Am I reading this right?
What's up?
Check out the Auburn and Vanderbilt game and tell me what it shows you to have as the spread. Because I'm seeing something goofy here.
Let me see it. Let me find that.
Mine's gonna come up. Mine's not coming up.
I'll probably be goddamn there before I get there. I'm probably about to be there.
SEC.
Hold
on, let me see.
Auburn, that's 7 points or something.
7-point favorite. That surprised me.
What the hell? Like,
not only that, ESPN's matchup predictor.
Next 7. Oh, the spread is 7 Vandy.
And they only got a 36% chance for Vanderbilt winning. That's weird to me.
That's wild. Now, Auburn, I will say this: Auburn's defense is severely underrated right now. Like, their defense is not bad. They really ain't bad. And if Auburn had a quarterback right now, we wouldn't be clowning them like they do because they've been in every ball game they've played. Like, if they had a quarterback, they'd be hell right now.
Hey, I think I told you before too, but I said honestly, I think they're a quarterback away from being relevant as fuck. That's just me though.
And they got all those fucking wide receivers coming there next year. Oh my god!
Got them
y'all look at that. Have y'all seen their recruiting? Their recruiting class.
Yeah.
The recruiting class they got coming in. Fuck.
Oh, speaking of, just real quick, have y'all seen Florida State's recruiting class start to decimate right now?
What, they have like three.
Have we ever seen the demise of a football team in a season this fast? I've never seen this. Not only are they 1-6 or 1-7 right now, but their recruiting class is falling apart too. I'm like, so they're gonna have to go out and be damn transfer portal merchants again, and just pray to God they get people that can fit them.
That's the reason why they were so good. Those last 2 years they were.
I agree, but man, you go to the bag too many times with some of these guys, and you shit the bed.
They forgot to recruit. That's you seeing the spoils of the transfer portal, which I think Ole Miss is going to endure some of the same problems next year. They're not fucking recruiting. They're Lane betted on the portal.
Yep, he sure did, and I think he lost that bet. And the thing about it too, like I put Lane Kiffin in the same conversation I put Lincoln Riley in. Like, don't get me wrong, he's brought Ole Miss back to relevance again. But dude, this was the year. Like, your schedule was favorable. Other than Georgia, you should have had a damn line to the fucking ACC championship in the playoffs. And hell, y'all got 2 losses already before you got to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was the year for Ole Miss to get it done.
And I was talking about this day. Like, I'm so pissed with Ole Miss because coming to the season, I was looking at this Georgia and Ole Miss game to be fucking off the chain, and now that shit has lost so much steam for me.
You know, we were talking about that this summer. I said, bro, Ole Miss is going to be. We were talking about Ole Miss this summer.
Yeah,
Charles, they reverted back to their old selves. And Van, I wanted to check. You said Ole Miss being relevant again. When have they ever been relevant?
Well, I mean, we've talked more about Ole Miss being a top 10 team this year than we have in a long time.
Probably ever in life.
Probably since Hugh Freeze was there, or maybe even Houston Nutt. Like that, it's been that long, you know. And
so when the last time Ole Miss been to an SEC championship?
Oh shit.
That's a good.
I don't think I ever remember it in my lifetime. If Eli Manning didn't get them there, and I don't think he did, then I don't know that they've been there in my lifetime.
Shit. Somebody in the chat, Chris will give you $20 if you get it. That's a good question.
Spencer said, y'all don't start on the transfer portal. I'm afraid of what's going to happen to Bama. Honestly, I'm not, man. Like, if y'all ain't bought in with the coaching staff, then y'all probably do need to leave. And we need to get more guys in that want to play for what we got. Like, that don't really scare me no more like it used to. Like, the first initial concept of it, I was like, oh, hell. But honestly, there's a lot of good players that come to you from that, too. So, like, it don't scare me like it used to.
And interesting, I hope Cat Odom doesn't transfer. You know, sometimes that is, especially after that Tennessee game, that was like, God damn it.
You know what? Ole Miss has never made an appearance in the SEC championship game.
Because the SEC championship game started in 92?
Yeah, they have never made it.
Because we won the inaugural one against Florida. That's what I was thinking, man. I didn't think I've ever seen them in my lifetime.
You're right. Never in your lifetime, man.
Yeah. And then you turn around, like, I don't think they haven't won the SEC since what? Probably, Arch Manning or Archie Manning, the grandfather or some shit. Like, it's better. Hell, it may be before him. It's like early 60s or some shit.
They said they have won a share of 1 divisional titles, but has yet to make an SEC championship appearance in the championship game. So, yeah. Oh, and then here's another fun fact. Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, Kentucky, and Ole Miss has never played in the conference championship.
Damn.
Yeah. I thought Kentucky played in one, but I guess I was wrong.
No, they won one, I think, way back when Barry Bryant was coaching or some shit, like way back in the early 50s or something. Like, it's been a hot minute for them.
Yeah, I never knew that. I thought Kentucky played in one.
No, they've kind of
– at least back in the 90s.
You know, I remember when Tim Couch was there, it seemed like they probably would then. Or, like, even when Jared Lorenzen's crazy ass was running around down Battleship, you know, Kentucky, Bluegrass Miracle, you know, shit like that.
I remember the hefty lefty. The hefty lefty.
I remember when we went into the young Nick Saban and Will Muschamp went into Kentucky and fucking we beat them. That Bluegrass that you were talking about.
Yep. I think, what was that, 7 overtime game or some shit? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was, man, it was crazy. That season, that was a weird season, man. That was a weird season.
Somebody said Vandy is 8-3 all time against Texas. Damn, they must have played
Oh,
them way back.
Vandy is the only SEC team that has a winning record against Texas.
That's
That makes
crazy.
sense.
Besides
That makes
us, I think we're 8-9 against Texas.
I was gonna say because Alabama's record is not too favorable. In fact, before we beat them in the 2009 national championship, I don't think we had beat them in a long ass fucking time. Which we don't play very often. It changes now that they're in the SEC, but like they're one of them teams we got a weird record against. I don't know. Same with Notre Dame. Like back in the 70s, some of Bear Bryant's best teams, man, we would come up short of Notre Dame for some damn reason. They owned their ass back then. Sons of bitches. I still hate them. I still hate Notre Dame. I don't know what it is about them. They're like the Cowboys of college football. Even when they ain't that good, they talk about them non-fucking stop. And I just get tired of hearing about them.
And you know, with me, that hate became when every year they came in so overhyped. Like, what the fuck are we keep talking about Notre Dame for?
I actually only ever started really respecting them when Brian Kelly was there because they kept consistently showing up and being a top-tier team. And I was like, okay, I respect that, you know.
Hey,
Marcus,
everybody,
is it Marcus Freeman?
Y'all go subscribe to Bam Down Sports and CTS Sports.
For sure.
Tuning in, man. Y'all go subscribe to Bam Down Sports.
Maybe the most passionate Bama fans you've ever watched. Like them guys, they'll be screaming. William be on that shit, be tanked up, be ready to fight.
Laughing like hell last night.
What's Notre Dame's coach now? Is it Marcus Freeman? Yeah, he's done a pretty decent job too of keeping it rolling.
He's doing a good job of that. They lost one game.
Yeah, they lost to what? Northern Illinois.
Yeah, they lost one game. He's doing good.
Yeah.
From a defensive coordinator to fucking winning. He's
done a respectable job.
I like him.
What Notre Dame plays a predominantly ACC schedule?
I don't know that shit.
I think predominantly their games are mostly what ACC.
I feel like it should be an ACC quit playing. Like
to me, they need to be in the Big Ten.
Big Ten.
To me, they've always they always had a rivalry with like Michigan, but then at the same time, they're rivals with USC. They're in the Big Ten now. You remember the one year that they played in the ACC? What was that? 2020, the COVID year.
Yeah, COVID year. Yeah, was it COVID? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird year, man. Like they had some success that year.
Shit. Hey, what y'all think about Ohio State, Penn State this week, man?
Yeah, they play So they play Louisville, Georgia Tech, Florida State, Virginia. Yeah, so they play a lot of
a lot of ACC teams.
Yeah.
Oh, you was asking what about Ohio State and Penn State? Oh man, like that's a big game. If Penn State and James Franklin's ever gonna do it, it seems like right now is the time to do it. Like,
man, you know what, man? And thinking about this for the last 2 days, just thinking about it, I'm saying the same thing, but it's hard for me to drink that Penn State Kool-Aid because every time I decide to get a cup of this shit, they fucking let me down. Even though Ohio State, they look to be had. But they just sometimes way football goes. And I just feel like Ohio State finna wake up this game and just Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Bukum and Quayshawn Juggins.
And I'm not a big fan of Drew Lord. Like, I just think he's just an average. To me, I think him and Will Howard.
Hey,
similar quarterbacks.
I didn't even know it was it's like it's a question about who Drew Aller and another guy. It's a question about who gonna be QB1. It's a question. I didn't even know that, bro.
I didn't know that either.
Now that Allen kid, that running back, he's shown flashes.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, I think
they're asking where's the game at.
I think he has 500 yards on the season.
Yeah, I think that's right, man.
Yeah, he has 500 yards on the season. That is.
Who's that tight end? Who's that tight end for Penn State?
I got Ohio State clearing that game. I don't know. I don't even know the spread of that game.
I will look and see. That tight end for Penn State's nice too. Warren, I think's his name.
Yeah,
We'll see him. We'll see him on Sundays. He's done a good job this year. I think he's almost got 600 yards. Like he's putting in work from the tight end perspective. Ohio State 3.5 favorites.
Penn State is +3.
Oh, from what I was looking at, they got Ohio State 3.5, but
3.5. I mean, yeah. So
that's got abilities right there, man. Like that. That's one we're gonna watch for. I think ESPN's matchup predictors got Ohio State 61% right now, but it feels like it was a year for Penn State to finally and James Franklin to finally cross that plateau. Michigan ain't what they was because they've been beating up on them. And if they could catch Ohio State, not only a 2-loss Ohio State, I think might catch another loss this year. If they had 3 regular season losses, I think we've seen the last of Ryan Day at Ohio State. I really do. Because they went all in, man. They bought all them.
You got Quishon Judkins, fucking Will Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, you got too much shit up there not to be.
And for Ryan Day, he always had too much shit. He came in with too much shit.
How the hell do you have the quarterbacks and receivers they've had and not be consistently a national championship team? Like, I don't even understand it. Every one of their wide receivers that has went pro have been good.
It should have been.
Quarterback has looked pretty decent. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
The team he'd have had, it should have been. We talk about Alabama, then you start seeing Alabama fizzle out, and Ohio State it should have been taking over. Them type of talents that Ohio State has had, where we should be talking about them being the new dynasty of college football.
Like, I don't understand. Like, they're putting out first-round talent at a clip right now. Like, offensive players.
They having 2 first-round wide receivers on each team on every roster every year. Like, how, bro? Like,
but who's wide receivers prevailing when they get in the NFL? Though? That's the thing. They putting
Alabama.
Yeah, but who's wide receivers are prevailing in the NFL? That's the real question, Nick Saban Jr. they have the mystique of coming from Ohio State, but they never to be heard from when they get in the NFL. We have to.
That is a fact, though. I ain't mad.
We have to start being more transparent when we talking about this wide receiver shit. Yeah, because
hey, I feel like Alabama's made an argument to be close to y'all in that shit too. Like,
facts.
For sure. Like, but there ain't no mistaking. Like LSU, when they call y'all wide receiver U, I don't try to debunk that shit. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I like y'all.
All my rebuttal is NFL U. That's how I be like, NFL U.
Oh yeah. For a hot minute, it was running back U.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, Georgia was running back U. Like in the 90s, man, it seemed like everybody had a Georgia running back.
I used to tell Georgia fans back in the day, I'm like, I'm so jealous of y'all. They be like, why? I'm like, man, y'all be getting some of the running backs that I wish we had, man.
Oh hell yeah! Like I remember when Champ Bailey was there, the corner.
Yeah,
and they had all them packages. They would play him on offense too. Like he was one of the best college players I'd ever watched. Georgia used to frustrate me as just a college football fan. I'm like, how are y'all not winning championships, man? Like the talent that went through Georgia.
The championship game with Champ Bailey when he played when Georgia played against Tennessee with Peyton.
Yeah,
that was a good fucking game, man.
You damn right, man. That was a hell of a ball game. Like I could not understand how Georgia wouldn't win in a couple championships back then. They had some crazy talent.
Who was the coach in Derek? Who was the coach in? Was it Dooley?
You'd have to ask Tom Reed. He in the chat. He would know.
When Champ Bailey was the coach, was it Dooley there? I don't know. Is Tom Reed still in here? I don't know.
Yeah, he'll type it up here in a minute. That's a Georgia diehard. But I agree with what he said. He said Ohio State has no identity, and they don't. They never do. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all, man. Ohio State have that much talent to me. Like everybody was like, I've heard arguments for Ohio State's head coach not losing his job, but I'm like, you can't have. I feel like any coach worth of shit could go to Ohio State, win 10 games every year. Like, what have you done?
I mean,
I don't know. Hey, but listen, they might be setting this shit up. You have a fucking Chip Kelly.
that's what I was just about to
Hey, you got Chip Kelly at fucking Ohio State.
That's what it feels like, man.
Is that really
I think we're all on the same wavelength here because I feel the
just
same
about to
thing.
bring that shit up, bro.
They might. I think, yeah. I think it's the fucking Sam Pittman thing. You have a guy that's gonna take your job.
Yep.
And
Breathing down your neck.
Yeah. So I think we may be seeing a little parity in college football soon.
Hey, speaking of Sam Pittman, did we talk about the Arkansas Ole Miss? Did we talk about?
I think we've moved right past it. We didn't really talk about it.
What's y'all thoughts on that game? Because I really think Arkansas can really get these boys, bro.
All right, so where they playing at?
I can tell you.
And then Lane, he was bitching earlier today in his press conference about not playing a fucking
a certain time.
Yeah. Then he loves to have fucking LSU name in his fucking mouth, man. Ooh, bro.
Brian Kelly finna go to the NFL and got down there where he going next.
Ooh. Hey, bro, y'all always trying to get a fucking coach.
He's doing all the same way Alabama fans do Georgia fans. They always talk about Kirby Smart going to the Jets next year.
They playing in Arkansas. I'm just talking, y'all. They playing Arkansas. I believe
Ole Miss, 7-point spread right now is what they're giving. They got Ole Miss by 7.
I don't know, bro. Fucking Taylor Green.
Give me Arky. I've been liking them all year, and I ain't finna stop liking them.
I think the thing that gives Ole Miss trouble is the thing that Arkansas does best, and that's their work in the trenches on both sides of the ball.
And see, Ole Miss comes in and sleep through these fucking games. Arkansas,
yes, they do.
That's all they have to fucking do. If that's all they have to do. To me, honest with you, I think Ole Miss should have beaten LSU. I mean, they were leading us the whole game. I mean, we didn't take the lead until overtime. They sleptwalked through the whole fucking game. And I think that's
they do that, man. I don't know what it is about them.
Yeah, he has to go in there and dominate from the first snap.
And that's one of my knocks on Lane Kiffin. It's not that I don't think offensively he's a creative guy. I think he's one of the best offensively. But damn, man, like his teams never play up for shit. Like
they don't.
And they trip over some dumb games. So yeah, I mean, if I had to pick right now, I don't know that Ole Miss makes the spread 7 points. I feel like Arkansas's got a damn good chance to win this game.
I've been liking them, man. I like it. I like Arky right now. I've been liking what they doing, man. Hey, so Louisville and Clemson.
Ooh, I feel like Clemson.
Clemson is a man on a mission right now.
Yes.
The Clemson is a man on a mission. There's nothing special about Louisville. From what my eyes can see, Clemson is just they're clicking right now. If they were to play Georgia again, I think that's a closer game.
I think it might be closer. Now Clemson's one of them teams. They're 1 or 2 injuries away from being screwed. They don't have the depth. A lot of teams, not like Clemson we've seen in the past. We'll say that. Like they don't have the depth they used to have. I think a lot of these old heads that hate the transfer portal, hate NIL, got to be rooting for them right now because they're doing this a different way. Clemson is. Dabo's trying to prove something a different way, and he's doing a damn good job of it right now. But I feel like Clemson will handle Louisville. Louisville's been a letdown for the last 3-4 weeks.
I do like that. You know, I do like Tyler Saw. You know, has 2,300 yards for the season. A bunch of fucking. But he's a little trigger happy. He'll put in triple and double coverage. He has a couple of picks for this year, so we'll see, bro. But I you know what? We're not gonna see. I think Clemson blew him out.
I want to hear NSJ's take on this. I do too. I think Clemson wins the ACC. I've been saying that for a couple of weeks now. I don't think Miami's.
What better way?
Miami.
What better way for Dabo to redeem his fucking self from last year?
You damn right. Not only that,
the redemption.
What if Oklahoma turns around and fires their coach? What if Oklahoma?
They were talking shit about
that. He makes it back home.
And see what I'm liking about this from Clemson this year is it's a product of doubt. Like how we know how he felt about the transfer portal, and it's a product of him standing on business.
But you can see what he's talking about, though.
Yes,
he's got a damn good argument. He does.
You can see what he's talking about. These players, he's fucking developed, and they are fucking good. That defensive line is fucking clicking at Clemson, bro. You can see it.
And that's why I say what he doing right now to me is a product of standing on business.
Yeah,
he stood on what he believed in. He dabbled a little bit this year because you kind of got to no matter how much you don't, because you gotta shit, I need something that goddamn I need something, but he stood on business and it's coming full circle for him, man.
Hey, can you highlight what Jeremy Matthews said right here in the chat? He said, y'all seen Danny Cannell disrespect Alabama? I haven't personally seen it. Excuse my language. I'm sorry to do this on your show, but motherfuck Danny Cannell. He does this shit every fucking year.
He hates the SEC. He
does. And fuck him, because he's one of the worst college quarterbacks I ever seen that benefited from a good team around him. If I'm just being fucking honest, like he benefited from playing for Florida State. It wasn't the other way around. They didn't need him. Like, so I get tired of his bullshit sometimes. Like he sits on this fucking throne in his mind, like he's done this and done that. And to me, when I look back at Florida State in the 90s, I think of missed kicks against Miami. Like that's what I think of.
I look at Danny Cannell and Vinny Testaverde as kind of like the same fucking people.
Yeah. They are the same damn quarterback. In fact, I give the edge. I would give the edge to Vinny. Yep.
Hey, Jeremiah, Jeremy, appreciate y'all for tuning in too.
He's just a more outspoken Ken Dorsey.
Right? Yeah, facts.
That's what he is, man. Yeah, that'd be like sometimes I get mad at Greg McElroy. Sometimes he'd be too rough on Alabama. I'm like, look, man,
shut the fuck up.
Like you know damn well if you didn't play around those guys, you would have been shit. So like,
but you know what? I can respect what Greg McElroy said.
He's a fair critic.
Yeah,
like he would bring up what he's doing. Yeah,
he's fair. He's objective. He's not an Alabama do boy.
And I don't want him to be.
But he really keeps it real about all teams. And
I don't want him to be because I'm not. I'm an Alabama fan, but if we look like shit, I'll tell you we look like shit. Like I'm not gonna cover for him.
It's just
Kangaroo Black went in on Danny Cannell. Oh shit, I know what
he did.
I hadn't seen that yet. KB don't give a damn no ways.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be one of these damn days. KB gonna walk out and he gonna be the guest picker on goddamn ESPN.
I hope so.
he gonna be one of them damn days.
I hope so. That'd be the most entertaining episode they ever had.
Him and Pat McAfee together, that should be wild.
He'd be trying to hire Saban back the whole time. Hey, can I bring up a game real quick?
Go ahead.
Cool with that?
What's up? Let's go.
Duke and Miami.
I don't know, bro. Miami be having these fucking close calls, but I think
yes, Miami, they do, and I think it catches up.
I think Miami goes undefeated. I think they meet up with Clemson and they pull it off in the ACC championship. I think that little Cinderella shit. Hey, but I do got them. I do got them getting bounced out the playoffs first round.
Oh
no! If they get a bye, they get the bye for the first round. So whenever they do play, I think they're going out.
I want like Miami to me. Like if I had to tab 5 teams to watch in November, they would be one of those teams because like the playoff for them, like that would be so huge for their head coach and their program. And like I want to see if they can make it there. But Duke is playing pretty decent ball. Like their defense is not terrible. And I feel like Miami's played again. They've played close against way worse teams than Duke this year. And let's look at Duke's 2 losses. I want to know who they're against. Let's see here. I'll pull them up real quick. Y'all go ahead and be talking about it. Duke lost to Georgia Tech and they lost to SMU. They lost to Georgia Tech by 10. and they lost to SMU by a single point in overtime. So they're pretty scrappy.
And then I'll see. And then I've always been a fan of Malik Murphy ever since he backed up Ewers at Texas. Actually, I wanted LSU to go after him in a portal. It was either him or Cam Ward. It was either him, Cam Ward, or Cam Rising. I wanted LSU, and I'm really proud of him.
I am too. I'm right there with you, man. I talked about him a lot last year on the show that I was on.
So this is his first year starting. So as a first year starter, on pace right now, he has 1,700 yards. I mean, almost have 18.
Yeah,
1,800, 17 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions. So, I mean, and he doesn't have half the talent as Cam Ward has around him. He's making do with it.
And they running back got almost now 700 yards, almost 681 yards. So, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So who y'all got?
Oh shit! I gotta go. Bad as I want Duke to win. Duke been playing really good football this year. Very impressive for me too. To see Duke, but I got Miami, man. I got
Miami. I'm gonna say this too. Miami 21.5 point favorite.
Yeah. And it's just I hate rooting for Miami because I hate these older that old head Miami crowd, my uncles and all them motherfuckers. Miami has been surviving off of nostalgia lately. Yeah, they haven't. Yeah. So I mean, I can honestly say this is one of the first year they've been good in forever. But I go with them. I go with them. I think Miami clears covers.
I've been playing it pretty safe this year, boys. I'm taking Duke nuts. I know it's a 21.5 point spread. Ain't nobody giving them a chance in hell, but I feel like Miami's played so close, and I think they've played worse teams and barely won than this team. And I feel like Duke can take advantage, and I think they'll win this game. And if they do, number one, it'll slow down some of that Miami talk because I'm so damn tired of hearing it. Like, I respect what their coach is doing right now. Don't get me wrong. I respect what he's done. 8-0, damn good year so far. But, good God, like, y'all ain't even got Clemson on your regular season schedule. Like, y'all don't even meet up with them until, like, if you make it to the ACC championship. So stop it. Like, I don't even know what Miami's got left. This may be the hardest game they got left. This or Syracuse. That's it. Like, Georgia Tech's not going to pose an issue for them. Wake Forest ain't shit. So, like, Duke, if anybody's going to catch them, it's going to be Duke or Syracuse. And I think Duke's got a decent shot at it. I'm going to take Duke no upset here.
Hey, so what you said, ain't nobody giving Duke a chance. How big of a chance did West Virginia, but Virginia had? Virginia Tech, I mean.
Oh, yeah, man. Like,
and that shit was close. You know
the ESPN matchup predictor, Miami's picked 90.7%.
Yeah. Shit.
Damn it, boy.
But and this what I'm saying.
Do they have a gang of injuries?
I wish I could remember how much chance did Virginia Tech really have against Miami.
Yeah, like I can't remember off the top of my head either. Because Virginia Tech was a lot of people's dark horse Heisman, or not dark horse Heisman, but dark horse ACC team this year.
Yep.
And they fell off the damn map early, but
so at the time, it probably could have been close at the time of the year they played them.
Man, I can remember watching Uncle Lou. He was high on Virginia Tech this year.
A lot of people were, man.
Coming in on the season on
them. Let's see. You want to roll through real quick? See any more games you can think of?
Y'all, one quick. Did we talk about Auburn and Vandy?
Yeah, we talked about them.
We talked about them.
And we talked about them.
Yeah, I think we're confused because Auburn was favored.
Okay.
I think
we were confused because the Auburn game they were picked like.
Oh yeah, point 7. Yeah, Vandy all the way. But let's go. Let's ride.
Yeah, I think we covered everything. I don't think we need to waste our time with Indiana and Michigan State. Indiana's gonna blow the fucking doors off them.
Oregon, Michigan, I got Oregon.
Congratulations to fucking Indiana, by the way. Backup quarterback last week. They didn't give a damn. They still went out house to watch.
I don't even think we need to watch that game. I mean, fucking game is being held on Peacock. So
Enough said.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't even think we need to watch that game. We went through Kentucky, Pitt and SMU.
Hey, that's actually my favorite ball game coming up this week.
Pitt and SMU, that shit kind of fire.
Yeah, SMU got Kevin Jennings on there. I mean, I'm just saying the dude's a dual threat guy. He can make life hell for Eli Holstein and them boys at Pitt. So
for sure. The only thing, like Jennings at SMU, like for as much good as he does, he makes some weird mistakes sometimes too. Like, I don't know, man. Like that's an interesting team. That damn Smith for SMU is a hell of a running back. I don't know if y'all have watched them much this year, but I think he's averaging like 7 yards a carry. He got like 9 touchdowns. He got 745 yards. Like he's had a good year, but man, I'm looking forward to that one. ESPN's matchup predictors got SMU 70% picking SMU to win. As far as the point spread goes, SMU 7.5 point favorite. If Pitt pulls this one off,
I'm gonna have to start recognizing them and saying that for real. If they clear them out,
that's what I was about to ask. Right,
and I'm rooting for Pitt. I'm rooting for Pitt because Rise Up's really been
their Texas A&M. This is their version of Texas A&M.
That's fair. That's a fair comparison. I like that.
They have a dual threat quarterback. They have a nice running back. So if Pitt, I will say Pitt is for real this year. I'll take them more serious.
That's what I was about to ask. If they win this game, are we talking about them as a true contender?
Yeah. I would go for saying shit. They're a playoff team. If they go all the way through, I'm booking a ticket in the playoffs. No losses.
That would be because that means if they did that, then they either got through Miami or Clemson.
But damn, ACC. They're gonna put a fucking 2 ACC teams. So I don't know, man. We'll see.
Because the damn SEC juggernaut this year, everybody's been cannibalizing each other, and you can't sit here and tell me you don't see 4 to 5 good SEC teams, And same with the Big Ten because you got Oregon. And
that's why I say it's so pivotal. This game, LSU, and this is a playoff knockout game. If Alabama wins,
I respect that.
Wins this game, and if LSU wins, so our schedule is looking pretty favorable. So we play y'all. We play Florida, we play Vanderbilt, and we play Oklahoma after this.
I can agree with that because I don't think a 3-loss Alabama would get in either way. So, like LSU winning that game would put us at 3 losses.
And the same way, if you guys win out, beat us, win out, I think, well, I'm already knowing you guys are going to the playoffs. You beat us and then you win out with that schedule. Yeah, that's all. That's automatic. That's a no-brainer.
See that the crazy thing about Pitt is, man, we talk about Clemson, Miami, and the ACC. We ain't even talking about Pitt. They undefeated, and we ain't even talk about them in the ACC championship when we talk about
the ACC. People don't realize how wide open the ACC is. Like, I understand Miami's 8-0. I understand Clemson's got 1 non-conference loss, and that's it. Pitt's got 0 losses right now. SMU's got 1 loss. I can't even remember who their 1 loss was. There's so many teams hanging around right there. SMU, they got 1 loss, and I can't remember who it was to.
Who was it to? Yeah.
I'll look real fast. But like the ACC is pretty damn wide open too, man. Like BYU,
a good goddamn team.
Yeah, I mean they lost to another undefeated team, so
good goddamn.
Not a bad loss at all, That's another conference right there that people don't necessarily respect because Kansas State hadn't really lived up to the hype, and Kansas kind of fell off. We thought Kansas was going to be better. Colorado's played some pretty good ball this year, but Iowa State still finding a way to win. They're undefeated. BYU, their coach to me right now, if they win out, I'm giving BYU Coach of the Year, Sataki, I think's that man's name. They find a way to win. BYU, They look like BYU did to me like 10 years ago, where you hated to play them because like they were strong. They had an NFL talent on the line, and they kind of had a fall off. They didn't win many games last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, so you said you give them the coach of the year. My bad, man. So coach of the year candidates, you got the dude you just named, Indiana coach. Who else a candidate?
I think Deion Sanders would be in there this year.
Okay, I like that.
I mean, I know it's easy to hate on them sometimes, and they bring all that shit on themselves, but they're also bowl eligible now, and they're 6-2. I mean, and they're on the outside chance of getting to a Big 12 championship game if something weird happens. So,
Mario Cristobal.
That's fair. Miami's 8-0.
Hey, you talking about somebody that then coached himself off the hot seat too as well?
No, you damn right. Wait a minute. Ain't Duke's coach like Manny Diaz or whatever? Ain't that Duke's coach Manny Diaz?
Maybe.
Fuck, what's
Well, you want to talk about a damn redemption game. You know he wants this one.
Mike Elko.
Hey, Mike Elko's definitely on that list.
Facts.
Let's see here.
First year head coach. Facts.
Yeah, I mean, but like, man, Pitt's coach has got to be on there. They're 8-0.
Yeah.
So
man,
I think
he is the coach. He coached a Duke.
I think Lashley at SMU should be a name on the list. Like SMU's going to kill this
Lashley, man. I like Lashley. I've been liking Lashley too.
Campbell at Iowa State. That was a guy that's coached himself off the hot seat too, because there was a lot of rumbles with Iowa State fans that was like, I'm kind of tired of this shit. And then bam, here we are. They're undefeated right now.
Fuck it. Let's do an honorable mention for Vandy, man. Vandy coach, bro.
Oh, most definitely.
No, I agree.
In college football, fuck, you took down the monster called
Look
Alabama.
at you. You got to remind us again. That damn.
Yeah, bro.
Killing me, Chris.
Did I say Mike Elko for coach of the year?
Yeah.
Hey, once we take y'all ass up,
hey, Chris. Hey, do you still got that video when you rolled by Baton Rouge Stadium and sent to me? Do you still got that?
Put it up. We're gonna upload it.
I said, do you still?
I got it. We got it. We just have to put it. I'll have to tell you. We'll put it on the thing.
Yeah, send it to me. God,
hey, I'm gonna be at the game, so I'm gonna be at that game. So,
all right.
Yeah,
if I get my phone working, I'm gonna text you during the game, good or bad. But I'm gonna text you. Send me a picture.
I'll be at the game. I try to at least make 2 games every year. So
yeah, send me a picture of the field, man. I want to see what it looks like.
Man, what was that? Florida. I went to Florida and Texas A&M last year.
Man, I ain't been to a Bama game so long. AJ McCarron was quarterback.
Jeez Louise, you have to go.
Yeah, it's been shit. I'm a couple hours away though.
Oh, word? Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing about LSU, living about in Baton Rouge. You know, I'm 16 minutes from the stadium.
Yeah, I'm like.
And then my job is like
2.5 hours
from the stadium. So.
Yeah, I'm like Northeast Alabama, and Tuscaloosa's all the way over here. So, like, yeah, it's a little bit different for me, but.
Oh, okay. So you closer to Tennessee? Are you like?
Oh yeah, I'm like a rock's throw. Like, I think I'm a county away from it. Like, we're pretty close.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a good thing about Louisiana. We only have one flagship university. It's LSU. So.
Hey, I remember when Tulane was good for a hot minute though.
Yeah, those motherfuckers. Hey, shit, they beat USC. They beat that little. I'm not gonna say it on Nick Saban's platform. Well, I'll say it on my platform later on. That little girl guy, Caleb Williams. I
don't disagree with, man. I've been a hater of that dude ever since, and I know he's got talent.
Crying.
I'm gonna go home, watch Netflix, and pet my dog and shit. Man, get the fuck off my team. I don't give a fuck. You want a Heisman? Get off my team.
I can't stand that little dude. Bro, I can't, bro. For some reason, it's something about that little dude I just do not like.
I'm glad you said that because I've been hearing people call him Rookie of the Year this year in the NFL.
Well, if
they have 40 yards passing going into the fourth quarter against the damn
if they don't give it to Jaden, If they don't give it to Jaden, bro, it will be so criminal what they don't if they don't give it to Jaden.
I agree.
So criminal.
I agree with you 100%, man. Like that's my rookie of the year right now. And short list would also be that LSU receiver that's at the Giants right now because that's the only offense they have.
Yeah.
I just hated he went up there with fucking Danny Dimes. But you know,
I'm gonna say this though. I think Danny Dimes sometimes plays better than Trevor Lawrence.
Nussmeier going to fucking the Giants next year. They have Nussmeier in a mock draft going to the Giants. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh no, man. New York, fuck.
I don't know,
dude.
man.
You think that's bad? Imagine being a Jets fan right now. You really thought this was your year?
They thought, and they got it. Man, I like the guys on the
They
defense.
got talent, man. That's the thing. Like,
and Giants did feel like a quarterback away. They did feel like a quarterback away, bro. But
you know what? I know this ain't an NFL show, but the Giants defense is pretty damn solid right now. Like, if they can get some offense going, their defense is solid.
That defense was like that last year.
Yeah.
I hated Malik went up there, bro. I hated Brian Thomas fucking went to Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville's the place for good careers go to die, man.
Thing that's happened to Jacksonville though. He's a top receiver. I mean,
I understand when Trevor Lawrence got that goddamn that contract extension shit, whatever the more pay. I'm like, they really paying this man off of what he did in college. Still, they still paying this man off of his name in college.
Yeah,
it couldn't be shit off the NFL.
I ain't gonna lie though. There ain't many people that didn't think like that kid coming out of high school wouldn't like the next Andrew Luck. Like honestly, like if you watch his high school tape and then his college tape, you're like, damn, this kid's good.
Yeah. No, I didn't say it was the right draft pick. But I'm saying after you got drafted, what are you doing? What are you doing? You up and down-ish, but now you're more down-ish, in my opinion.
I'm gonna tell you a guy I like to listen to on some different shows sometimes. I don't remember if you might remember him, NSJ, since you're a Buccaneers fan. He used to be a quarterback down there. Sean King, you remember him?
Oh man,
Sean King.
Sean King is the fucking man, bro.
Yeah, Sean King's a legend. And I was hearing him talking about different teams the other day in the NFL. And I ain't trying to make this an NFL show, but man, he's been spot on some of his stuff early, like some of the teams he picked and stuff. Like he's been killing it. But it blew me away, man, that the Jets have ended up being the way they are. And then they fire their coach that damn early and they still ain't winning nothing without him. And like that's been a damn shit show up there. And yet somehow the Cowboys have still overshadowed them. Like, God damn.
Somebody tried to tell me you gotta give it time with Devontae Adams. I said, shit, the man played with Devontae Adams his whole goddamn career. Shit.
Give him time. Hell, he's been a pro for like 10 damn years. I think or close to it. Shit. Give him time. Hell.
He been playing with Rodgers forever until they forced whatever shit.
Damn, man.
Yeah, they got the little Paul Pierce and fucking Kevin Garnett shit going on. They just want to be together.
Damn good.
Damn.
Jeremy Matthews, he brought up something me and you talked about before the show. He said, Anthony Richardson disappointed me with that comment. Oh, man.
Yes.
Go take yourself out, coach. I'm tired on third down.
I'm tired. What the fuck?
I'd have said, yeah, you tired, motherfucker. We tired of you. Get out of here.
Was it Michael Parsons who told him, man, you just got to lie when they ask you some shit like that?
You really do, man. Like, you can't even own that shit. I'd have been like, my ankle hurts or something. Count me a breath and be like, all right, I feel a little better. Like, that shit's crazy, man.
I make a joke all the time about when the players are when they be injured and they lay on the ground, and I be like, I do my own little narration when they come out there running to you. What's wrong? I'm really tired and I'm really thirsty. I just want to breathe and I just want you to put some Gatorade in my mouth.
But like straight up, man, like damn, and then he's done fucked around now, and they done named Joe Flacco the starter. So that's kind of shit that happens.
And now they're finna Joe Flacco for the goddamn.
He'll make them better.
Starting candidate somewhere.
Man, Waka Flacco was my quarterback at the Ravens, and we won a Super Bowl way back in, 2012, 2013?
Man, don't fucking.
Hey,
That's right. That's right. Your Niners was in the game. Beyonce turned the lights off, and y'all still couldn't come back and win it.
I gotta say this though.
Y'all hit the power plant, all kind of shit. Y'all hit some lights.
Oh, Beyonce was trying to help y'all. Y'all was getting y'all ass tore up in that first half.
I just gotta say this though. RP the coach, dude, because the Browns won, my boy. They beat the Ravens, dog.
You had to bring that shit up. You know what? At least it was Coach Dude's team. But damn it.
Did you see what Grant Delpit did to Henry?
Ooh.
Yes.
That's that LSU Alabama shit.
Oh, here we go.
He did that shit 2019.
Lord have mercy.
I think he hit him like that in that 2019 game. I gotta go watch that game again.
He probably did. What was that good running back y'all had that ended up at the Buccaneers for a little while? I think he was at the Jaguars for a hot minute.
Fournette.
Yeah, Fournette. What was his fucking career average against Alabama? Like 2 yards or some shit? Like
Hey,
I can't even remember.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad. All right, so we can get off to this shit.
Listen. I know his highlight tapes doesn't have Alabama in it.
Hell no, because we ended his Heisman fucking candidacy every year.
Y'all didn't. It was fucking Les Miles, stupid ass decision.
Oh, here we go.
You want to run this fucking man. Alabama is stacking 8 in the motherfucking box every time.
That's all y'all had.
Of course y'all gonna stop him. If we would have fucking spread y'all out, y'all wasn't gonna stop that man.
We still got it. That was a different Alabama back then. That defense was ready for whatever.
Stop shit, man. Y'all wouldn't stop him.
Every time I seen him in Pro Bowl, I just constantly thought about that shit. I was like, damn, man.
Hey, I just be watching. I be watching highlights from time to time. I said, damn, Alabama ain't in this shit at all. So they're not in this shit.
Hey, bro, all our other running backs were successful. We talking about Jeremy Hill versus y'all. Jeremy Hill, fucking Alfred
bowling ball.
Yeah, it's just when fucking y'all had fucking Leonard Fournette number every time.
Dude, it was weird. I'll never forget before we played y'all watching him play against Auburn and throwing a damn defensive back off the fucking off his back, throwing that motherfucker off. And I thought,
that Florida game, he just fucking ran over, bro.
He looked like in the damn Terminator 2 movie, that T-1000 that was a cop. Like he just hitting shit, just keep going. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
And I gotta say, what the product in Leonard Fournette is what happens when you don't have NIL money. You had a motherfucker that was still hungry, that survived that goddamn Katrina shit, that was trying to get up out that shit, trying to get up out and make something. That's the product of not.
He was a hell of a back. I joke around, but he was one of the best college backs.
He was supposed to come to Alabama.
Yeah.
The only reason why he didn't come to Alabama is because Jeremy Hill was leaving. Jeremy Hill left to go get drafted by the Bengals. But if Jeremy was still there, he would have been with Alabama. And y'all would have took
the Bengals let Jeremy Hill down.
Y'all would have took another fucking Louisiana back from us.
Damn, imagine him at Alabama though, bro. Like, oh my.
Yeah, but you know what? It's been fun. We don't have to ever worry about that shit ever happening again.
I give it 2
7 years.
I was like he got it on lockdown. He put the fence line. He be like,
the boy will be kicking around Shreveport not too long from now. He'll be working on his accent and shit like Brian Kelly did. Hell yeah, he done that kind of dance with recruits.
We asked the question, what happened to the wall that they was trying to build? That shit in Louisiana, I believe. I believe that shit in Louisiana. Goddamn it.
Yeah, we built the wall, man. We for 2 years. That bitch been holding for 2 years. It's been holding up for 2 years. So
that's it. Yeah.
We gotta put some more plywood and I gotta put some more studs in the ground, put some more quickcrete and shit. We gotta put on some more posts. We can't let y'all boys in.
So Steve, Tom Reed asked about some of the keys. I ain't really got no keys right now, but I know definitely Miro has to be a key because right now, Miro, he has to be a key. His feet, because we still see LSU. That's one of LSU's struggles. For LSU, Give Nuss the time to get the ball to the playmakers area. Kyra Lacey, my boy that came from Alabama,
Aaron Anderson.
Yeah, I be want to say Aaron Hernandez so bad. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
He's a killer in a different way, dog.
And goddamn for LSU again, they defensive line, that pass rush. Can we stop that pass rush? Can we get the Nuts and make him look fucking uncomfortable? Make him. You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't even think I throw the damn ball against LSU. I think I would run some more because I like our backs as good as or hell better than A&M. And honestly, I would line up and run the damn ball because LSU struggles stopping it consistently. And I think that's
we do. My keys is Emory Jones and Will Campbell just have to stand still, protecting us. Dillinger has to come in there and hold the fort down. Giving us some time to think, to progress his go through his progressions. We have to have somewhat of a running game, control the clock like we always do, because that's our big. That's how that goes unnoticed. We control the clock. We control the clock. No one controls the clock like us in the SEC this year. We have to protect them from Overton. All these guys that all those big nasty dudes y'all got on that D line, and you know. Hopefully we can pull it off. We have to contain Miro. We have to put a spy on him. He's gonna have to earn his name. Greg Penn and fucking and Whitwick's gonna have to earn it. Gonna have to earn their name this game. They're gonna have to fucking stop Miro. Cover him when he come around those edges. Zay Alexander, Sage Ryan, looking at backfield to see bait Miro. We have to. So.
You got to get your LSU. You got to get your LSU jersey on next week, man. Like
it's gonna be hate week.
What you gonna have?
There's gonna be a lot of cursing next time. It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah. There's a lot of. There's been a lot of
motherfuckers. Y'all ain't doing shit. It's gonna be a lot.
What jersey you got on right now, man? Who's that? Kevin Love.
The goat.
Hey, I knew when I seen it was Cleveland. I knew who it was. I thought it
was the greatest of all time.
Hey, you see where the boy running this year so far?
23, year 22, 34, 10, and whatever the fuck he had.
Hey, you see the way they're running this year so far, though, bro?
Yeah, 23. Put that in your
I thought that might have been Mo Williams' jersey. All I seen was the Cleveland part. I was like, damn, a Mo Williams jersey.
Ilgauskas.
This ain't no Booby Gibson jersey.
He caught me off guard with that one. Damn, that's a name I ain't thought about.
Yeah. Keisha Cole's boyfriend. Baby.
The goat man.
Yeah.
We're going to get up here and talk about who's the fucking goat. We're going to get up here on here and just argue about who's the goat one day.
Oh hell yeah, I'm down. Hell yeah, I'm up for it. I don't care. In fact, I've already done this once. It was me and Coach Dude.
A Mark Price jersey.
Mark Price.
Hey, why he's winning? Mark Price used to give Jordan hell.
He really did, man. It was me, Coach Dude, and some cats out of Texas arguing about who was the greatest basketball player.
I remember that shit too, man. Cause Coach Dude used to have them boys from like Coach Dude used to be worldwide. He was
he was, man.
That's why,
dude. I think that show was 6 hours long.
Man.
And like every time I go to get off, he'd be like, "Nah, stay a minute. We're gonna cover something else." And then we'd end up back on the damn goat discussion. But man, that shit went on for. And honestly, y'all know me. We've talked about it before. I got mad respect for LeBron, but I just grew up, I guess, loving Jordan. So it's hard for me to take the Jordan glasses off and admit it. But as far as pure basketball, shit, Magic may be one of the greatest I've ever seen. Just the way he ran the court and the way he dished it out and he went to keep it. Like, man, Magic just gets slept on. We don't talk enough about Magic anymore. People just forget about Magic now. And I would compare LeBron's game a lot more to him, especially those mid-2000s years. Way back machine. Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm a Sixers guy, though. Y'all know me. Like our discussion, it starts with Dr. J for my team, and then like you end up Iverson, you know, and Clyde Drexler. Like, you know, yeah. I don't watch basketball like I used to, though, man. Now that they can be like load management. Have y'all been watching this shit? This damn load
I don't know
management.
the last time I seen Kawhi play a basketball game.
Kawhi
They'd be like, "Oh, you can play tomorrow, but then you don't play for the next 2 games, and then you play."
I feel like that's why Paul George had to leave. They were like, "God damn, I can't take no days off because you taking all the damn days off, Kawhi." He had to go to another company. Shit. I can't sit down because you sit down.
You done used up all the sick time.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I understand, like, they breaking down all these numbers and what's best. What's best is for the paying fans to go to the game and see the best players on the fucking court at the same time.
The analytic shit. That's why.
Have you kept up with that, Chris? That whole load management thing the NBA is doing right now?
Oh, yeah, man.
Fuck all that shit.
The only person that's so management is LeBron.
Hey, so you know what, though?
Yeah, but he's also 40 years old. So, like, we would give him a pass on that shit. But, like, if you're 23, 24, get your ass out there and run.
LeBron said he's going to play every game this year.
Yeah, that's what I said. LeBron said, I just think LeBron said somebody, he planning on playing every game.
He's going to play every game this year.
Good for him, man. I'm glad somebody
I like the offense shit they're running this year, too. They're running a real fucking offense now this year.
You see it, AD, his fragile ass. Glass man is playing good. Okay.
Yes, he is.
I told my son last year he need to get a tattoo to say fragile.
Yeah, between Rui, AD, D'Angelo, and Braun in it, they got a good little thing going on.
That just made me think of something. I know I always end up back on the NFL, but I love pro ball. I know I always end up there, but it seems like we just freestyling for a minute, so I'm just gonna go with it. Have y'all been keeping up with who they got as far as MVP this season? Who they think is gonna win it?
Tom Reed is funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's funny. Damn, he coming after Stephen Hicks. Hey, get off my boy. Don't give no shit to Stephen Hicks, man. That Georgia and Alabama rivalry is real now, boy. Some of these boys in the chat be going hard at each other. They hate each other.
But you know what I like about it over here? They be going at it, but there ain't no real cutthroat shit. It really
no, they both nice guys. They just like to fuck around. But like, they still got Mahomes in the MVP discussion. And I'm like, this motherfucker done threw more interceptions and touchdowns. This ain't 1968.
It's the name now, man. It's the name.
I hate that shit.
That motherfucker might, man, bro. If he win that bitch this year, bro,
then he's past Joe Montana in my mind. But I still ain't putting him above Brady,
bro. I never seen nobody go 3. I never seen nobody go 3 back to back.
We ain't nobody ever done it. Ain't nobody ever done it.
If he goes 3, that's different. That's different, though, man. If he goes 3 back to back, and he has an unorthodox way of throwing that bitch.
But at the same time, here's my problem with the discussion.
He's more athletic.
He's part of it. He's part of it. But at the same time, when you've thrown more interceptions than touchdowns at this point in the season, you've probably hurt your team more than you've helped them, though, wouldn't you say? At some point,
I understand that, but
dude, he's riding the best defense in football right now, and they running the ball old school too. Like,
you gotta think like shit.
And he don't have the help around him.
Richard Seymour and what's the dude? Teddy Brute.
I said the same thing about Brady. Yeah, man, he been a good defense too. But let's talk about this too, though. How shitty is the damn conference that the fucking Chiefs are in too? Yeah, like, let's be real. Last few years, and the same could be said for the Patriots. The Bills had a new starting quarterback. It seemed like every other year back then. The Dolphins been dog shit for 20-something years.
Jacksonville,
yeah, awful. So, like, there's a lot of things play into being able to win. You know,
a lot of different variables. I can respect.
Oh yeah, but I agree with you. If he does 3 in a row, I mean, nobody else has ever done it. You got to respect.
Like right now, I call him Baby Goat. I call him Baby Goat.
That's fair. That's fair. He's got what? He's got how many Super Bowls now? 3?
He got 4, huh? Is it?
Well, if he wins this year, I think it'd be 4, right?
Is it? Oh, he has 3 already.
I mean, as far as wins, he's
Oh.
already been a couple of 4 or 5 times. It seems like, but
Hey Siri, how many Super Bowls does Patrick Mahomes have?
Patrick Mahomes has won 3 Super Bowls.
Okay. Yeah, so this year would tie him with Joe Montana.
Okay.
But like doing 3 in a row, I think I'd have to give him the nod. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, what the? Like, the NFL's crazy to me right now. Like, we watched Derrick Henry get the ball 11 fucking times and the Browns beat the Ravens. But then you turn right around and, like, you watch the Cowboys-Niners game. I'm sure you watched that one being a Niners fan.
Oh, yeah. That game, they were just all we did was just giving them their annual ass whooping.
That's 100%. And I'm so tired of people saying that Dak plays well. Man, he stat pads. Like, y'all be up by 20 points, and then he just plays down prevent defense, and he just throws the ball around in the fourth quarter, and he gets his stats. Yep. Like, I'm sorry, that team's cooked. And they signed him to 4 year, $60 million a year contract, and now they married that motherfucker at least till 2030.
Well, you know, Jerry is fucking loyal to anybody who's loyal to him. So
that is true.
Dak never said anything, never scrutinized Jerry outside of in the media, when everybody else pretty much bashed him. So Jerry's loyal to who's loyal to him. So
appreciate Steve Hicks. Appreciate that we finna be tuning out our damn self in a little bit. So I appreciate it.
It's been a good show, bro. We gotta definitely do it next week again, bro.
Oh, we definitely gonna get it in, man.
We got to, because Alabama, we played
my favorite rivalry game, Alabama, LSU.
I'm gonna be there in person to watch that ass whooping.
Like I said, man, I know it. Take a picture of the scoreboard when we're beating y'all, but no, for real. No, for real.
Hey, I'm gonna FaceTime you, man. Look at this. Look what's going on the field, man.
Hey, I'm cool with it. I just want to see what it looks like down there, man. I've never got to go to a game in Death Valley. I've always wanted to.
I'm gonna call Nick Saban, man. You heard from Van, man. I need to get in touch.
Hey,
you got my number. You can get me.
Hey, I'm gonna be up there. So I'm trying to get my way up there soon. I gotta get my son on one of them LSU camps, man.
Yeah, man. Get him. Yeah. We need some more Alabama prospects.
Hey,
no, you don't. That ball works both ways. Y'all keep y'all shit in state. Damn it, y'all can't have none of ours.
Hey, I'm telling you, if Bo Davis there, y'all might get one. Goddamn it.
I can't be mad at that.
I love me some Bo Davis, dog.
I want to play for Bo Davis too.
Appreciate
Can we talk about the coaching? Warren Sapp's like co-defensive lineman coach for Colorado, and the job that him and the other guys done this year. Like, Colorado's defense is ridiculously different than it was a year ago. Like, shout out to him, man. Shout out. I hope Warren Sapp takes this thing and goes. I've always loved that guy, man. He was one of my favorite players to watch when I was a kid.
He may not become an elite defensive coach because we'll be down there in Boulder. I'm a fan.
Yeah. You got to really want to play in Colorado, though.
Yeah. I don't think I can sell that shit. I'm like, son, Warren Sapp. And all he going to be hearing is, you a motherfucking fan, and it's cold.
I don't know. The money's right.
So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for having me on, bro.
Man, it's always great to chop it up with you, man.
Man, as long as you willing to, this us, man. This us.
We got it, bro. We got it, brother. We got it, brother, man. I'm probably I gotta get up in the morning, so I'm gonna get up with y'all on the slip slide. So, man, appreciate it.
With that being said, hey, roll tide, go Tigers.
Go Tigers, man. Beat Bama.
Hey, week begins.
Sick of this shit. These people going to count us off. All right.
All right, man. I was great. Hey, that was cool, man. That was cool.